Hello, boys and girls. How are we today? You know, one true sign of a healthy male is that you're horny, okay? You're real horny. Let me wipe your face off. There you go. There you go. Look at my shirt, okay? Yeah, I know a few things. Not a lot, a few things. But what I know is when you're healthy on a carnivore diet, your sex drive goes way up, way up. Just like a Kalahari Bushman, okay? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So, the way a lot of women are today, they only want sex maybe once a week or once a month. I hear my buddies talk. I said, how often do you guys have sex? Well, nah, she don't want it anymore. She said, it's nasty. Only dogs do that. Oh, really? Really, guys? Are you kidding me? No, here's what I would like to do. I would like to get 7 wives, guys, because Steve-O wants sex 7 days a week, okay? 7 days a week. So if I get 7 wives, I figure at least one of those 7 is going to want to have sex. So I've got 7 to choose from. So Steve-O can have sex every day. Is that kinky or what? Okay, guys. Now what do we got? What's old Steve-O got here? Now you go to Hobby Lobby if you're an archer. Look at all these bags I got here. Look at that. I shot the belly out of that thing. That one, I just made this one. This hasn't got 2 punch so far. If I'm just shooting my longbow, this one here, this is full of window screen. Fiberglass window screen. Get yourself a couple of yards. Go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. They have a clothing material department. You get everything there. They have the burlap. If you got a feed store that handles the old style feed bags, that's excellent too. But I don't have any feed bags around here anymore. We're not really in a, Michigan. All your farming places, they probably still deal with burlap bags. Back when I was a kid hauling grain out of the grain bins, we always had these. Fill them up. The farmers say, fill them up, boy, fill them up. I don't want to come down here with half a bag. Well, we fill them up, they were 100 pounds. I think I weighed when I was working on the dairy farm and hog farm for these guys, I think I weighed about $1.30, $1.35. The friggin' bags guy was as heavy as I was, for God's sake. Then you got to go up and down these old crickety wooden stairs coming down, and there's cats. The guys all had cats, all lined up and down the stairs. Here comes old Steve-O. He's coming down there with a big sack over his shoulder, and he's kicking cats all the way down. If the farmer ever saw that, he'd probably take a bullwhip and bullwhip my ass. But anyway, here we are. I drifted off for a second. Here we are. We just take you 2 yards of burlap, fold it in half, and then what you do, see, you sew up. Then you got a bottom here. You just fold it up, and then you sew up each side. They leave the top open, stuff it full of window screen, fiberglass window screen. If you're on a construction site and they're doing a lot of window screens, everybody's using that fiberglass window screen these days. They'll give you the remnants, or call up a screen company and say, listen, I'm an archer, I need some screen for archery filler, archery bag filler, and they'll probably give it to you. Now I've shot the guts right out of the center out of this one here, so I just cut some more, just 1 sheet, you see, and I didn't even sew the side. This is all blown out here. It's all shot out, the screen's hanging out. So you put another piece on there, it holds the guts in there. I did it on this side too. And what happens as you shoot, start pushing it out. So another thing I do here, I've got a 4-foot square backstop around the corner here on my shooting lane, and put a 4x4 in and a 4x8 sheet of PT plywood. You can get half sheets down there, Lowe's, Home Depot, and screw that to those. Now you got a nice wide backstop. Find you some that, you know, egg carton looking foam. Staple a sheet of that on. You just get that free. These guys throwing, you know, it's all bed parts. Nail that on, and then you get some old carpet and put a layer or two of carpet on it. And then what I do is take these clamps here, you see, and I put a piece of number 30 tarred nylon on here. So I got a nice piece here. Well, then I custom fit this. I clamp this on top of the plywood, and then I just adjust the string accordingly. So this bag, the center of this bag is right in the center of that 4-foot square of plywood. Yes. So there you got a nice archery target. I'm shooting every day now. And what I've done, I've been going back to my tab. Here's my arm guard. It's just get these on. You can get these on Amazon. They're the old traditional style arm guard. And I've got a shooting glove. Actually, I've got several shooting gloves. Damascus glove. That thing is, oh God, a million shots shot through that Damascus glove. But I kind of like the tabs. This is a calf tab here. And it's got a little splitter on it. It's a piece of felt in there. You can make these too, by the way. But they're not expensive at all. And I like this because I hook, when I'm shooting, I take this index finger. A lot of guys like old Fred Berry took his birdie finger and that came to the corner of his mouth. I don't shoot like that, and I haven't since I was a little bitty boy. I take this finger and put it in the corner of my mouth right there. That's my anchor. Now it doesn't matter. Now I shoot the longbow, I'm shooting 3 fingers under the knocking point. So I've only got one knocking point on my string, and I slide this finger up underneath. So I got 3 fingers below the knock. Now, that I've gotten used to shooting like that, and I bring this back here, and it's a Fred Bear style shooting. I don't come back and hold. When I come back here and I touch this, I hit it, because I'm aiming, I'm looking and aiming instinctively, both eyes open, no gap shooting. I'm not looking at this arrow shaft, but by doing that, putting the 3 fingers under, that arrow is right in my line, right by my eye. Okay, I'm actually looking down the shaft in my side vision. I'm not looking down the shaft whatsoever. It's in my side vision, and that way I can control this way. Instinctively, you get elevation. So I come back here, I'm looking right down, and I shoot at a little rubber ball, and it's pinned with a string coming down. And I look at the ball, but I look inside the ball. That's the trick. Don't just look at the ball, because your arrow will come way over here, boom, way over here, boom, up, down. But if you look at the ball, but you actually bore a hole with your vision inside the ball. Visualize that, looking inside the ball. When you come up, you're looking right into the ball, inside the ball. And you'll get close. You'll get really close. It takes a ton of practice, and I am not that good at it yet. I'm improving immensely. I think I'm going to be confident enough to take my longbow into the woods. And I'm thinking right now, I'm shooting a 35-pound bow is all. I do have a 45, and it's a recurve, and it's Black Hunter also. I've got 3 Black Hunters. If you go on Amazon, pull up Black Hunter bows, you can get them 100 or less, maybe a tad over. There's different options, but definitely get a stringer with it. This stuff of putting it under your foot and leg and bend it, no, you're gonna twist limbs doing that. Get the stringer that goes with it and start practicing. You're gonna have a lot of fun. I've been shooting these. I got these from my bud. These are Hunters. These are gold tip Hunters 300s. I got the bare shaft, And I buy these on Amazon, these 5-inch fletchings. And I put them on to where I have a little bit of left. They're a left wing feather. And I put my fletching jig on a left spiral, okay? Then my cock feather right there, you'll see, it's got a little bit of black on it. It's kind of wore off because I've shot these things, I mean, a lot. And I just take a magic marker and mark up that cock feather so I can have it up. It's just at a glance. You look down and look at. But yeah, these are gold tip 300 Hunter shafts. I bought the bare shaft. He let me have them at his price. He said they were $88. He threw on a tip. They're 125 grain tip. I've got some old heads that are 120. My hunting tips are 125 grain. So you're shooting the same weight, target tip and hunting broadhead, the same. And then the nocks that came with these really sucked. They weren't any good at all. And he had a better type nock in the shop, and he threw these on for nothing. He swapped them out for me. And that's Britain Archery in Tarpon Springs. He switched these out. He retained the nocks from these shafts, but he said these are a different nock and they fit better. He uses the cheap nocks on his other shafts that he gets for the people that come in and just shoot those little rinky-dink all solid glass bows on the range. People starting out in archery. But yeah, I shoot 3 arrows at a time here. I bought a dozen shafts, and as I wear these out and tear them up, I broke 2 or 3 of them already shooting my compound bow. That's the other thing. I took my bow down. I've got a trigger release. It's a trigger. It's a Scott trigger. I'm getting away from that totally. Years ago, back when my hunting buddy was alive, him and I hunted a lot together, and I was out shooting that guy. We were always in competition, and a lot of hunting is just pure ass luck. My buddy was a big time gun hunter, and he loved to hunt. And I said, why don't you just add extra, hunting time and be a bow hunter? He said, I've been thinking about that. And so I got him talked into going and getting a compound bow. Great drink. I got a little elderberry tincture in that. Anyway, I got him talked into it. He bought a cougar bow way back in the day. This is, a bunch of years ago. And I was killing stuff, guys, right and left, and he wasn't even getting a shot. The third year of this, he says, Steve-O, listen to me closely. If I don't shoot something with this bow this year, I'm putting it under the truck, the 4-wheel drive truck, and I'm going to run over that son of a bitch about 15 times. I said, don't do that, bro. No, don't do that. You're going to see stuff. Just hang in there. You're going to get a shot. I'm telling you. Well, that year he got a shot. He got a buck. He got a spike horn. He was tickled. I heard the deer drop. I heard this air gasp. This deer was just gasping for air. And I heard him startle me because I heard some crashing coming through the palmettos. He was over 100 some yards from me. When he shot, I was down on 10 Mile Creek set up, and I heard this crashing coming through. I whipped around. What the heck? I thought it was a hog or something coming in. And all of a sudden, I heard this heavy breathing. Well, this deer, he lung punched it. It was taking its last few breaths. And all of a sudden, bam, it crashed. I didn't see him drop. Because it was pretty thick in there. But I heard him crash right there. I mean, it sounded like it's 20 yards from a tree stand. It wasn't, so I just waited, still plenty of hunting time left. So I just waiting. And I looked down the lane, and here he comes. Oh, Ernie, he was just grinning from ear to ear. He was coming down there. He had his bow in his hand. He didn't care. He didn't care if he busted my hunt or not. He put an arrow through one. He knew it. Actually, it was 2 deer that came in, and the first one went by him, and the second one, it had some spikes up on it. It was good 8-inch spikes up on that thing. He was tickled. He said, I just shot one. I looked over there, and there's blood everywhere. Well, it wasn't blood. It was the pine trees with the resin or whatever falling on the palmettos, and it was a rusty look. He thought it was blood. It wasn't. It was just rusty looking dewdrops or whatever all over those palmettos. I said, I know you got one. He said, what? I said, yeah, he's dead right here. He's dead right in here, but you need some blood trailing experience. Let's go back. I'll show you where I shot him. So we go back. I said, you need to be with me, and we're going to blood trail this thing right to the spot that he dropped right over here. Okay. So we went back in there. He was so excited. He thought that was all blood. He said, look at all this blood. And then I said, that's not blood. What? No, that's just rusty dewdrops or whatever from these pine trees coming down and hitting these palmettos. Huh. But I said, right here. Looked like he painted it with a paintbrush going through there. And it was on both sides of the trail. He went blowing through. He ran down a trail. They were heading down this trail. It came in from the south, and they were heading north, these deer. And that thing, normally they'll spin wherever you shoot them and go back the same way because they came from an area that was safe, right? But this one didn't, for whatever reason. 9 times out of 10, they'll go backtracking on you. But this thing kept going north. Anyway, I said, but right here's the blood. And then he got really excited. So we went up, sure enough, there he was. And he was so excited about that. I said to him, well, you got one. Are you hooked now? He said, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, buddy. I'm getting there. I said, there you go. So that's what keeps old Steve-O busy and happy every day, getting out there and shooting a bow. It's a great pastime, guys. It's a great thing to do. Keeps you in shape. Go to the gym. Try to get to the gym every day. Get on this carnivore diet, guys. I'm telling you. Get on the carnivore. I don't give a crap what these left-wing idiots tell you. They're all nuts. They're all eating ice cream. They're getting as goofy and goofy as Joe and Nancy. Look at those 2 clowns. It's ridiculous. And they're running this great country. Are you flipping kidding me? Whoa, we got to get a little change out there, don't we? Don't we? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anyway. Yes. Carnivore diet, and just did blood work. Annual blood work for the old doctor. Yes, everything came in. The cholesterol is like 278 or something. 278. My HDL, guys, since I've been flipped over to full carnivore, it's going up. HDL, yeah. The LDL is climbing way up. That's what freaks them out. It's all a game. It's all a scam. Every bit of it. They're freaking out. It's a big pharma scam. Your brain is all cholesterol, guys. Why would you want to deprive your brain of cholesterol? And there's no, according to Chafee and Barry, there's no correlation between high cholesterol and heart disease. It's all silly nonsense. What plugs you up is a high carb diet. That's what's plugging up arteries and stuff, all this sugar. That's what put the body in high state of inflammation. It's not. I don't know. I don't know. Are they this stupid, or is this a huge scam to reduce the population in this country? Yeah, kill everybody. And they're doing a nice job of it, too. Dementia, that's the other thing they talk about. You start depriving the friggin' brain of cholesterol, and dementia comes in. Well, that ties in and makes sense to me. It don't make sense to anybody else, but I'm sure it makes sense to Big Pharma because they can get you off the payroll. It's a slow kill. We're going to rob a lot of money for you before we kill you. My buddy, the doctors don't get it. My buddy, he's losing his doctor. He's only, what do you say, 80, 82 or 3? He's been a hunter, big game hunter, African hunter, all this stuff. Yeah, got a younger wife. I think is on his third wife. She's, 20 years younger than him or something. Yeah, get a younger one so they can kill you, take all your money. But I guess he's got a bunch of kids, like 7 kids, so that money's going to be distributed out a little bit, I guess. Anyway, he's got dementia. He's dying. He said they call it the slow goodbye. The slow goodbye. My buddy texts me, WTF, what in the hell are they talking about, the slow goodbye? I said, yeah. I said, if you stay with the big pharma plan, it is. It's exactly what it is. It's a slow goodbye. They're killing you slowly. So screw all that, guys. We don't need that. No, get on a good carnivore diet, and you're going to be doing fine. My what is it? ALT? Normally it's down here 18, 20, 25. That sucker shot up to 60. So I got online and started looking that up, and that's an indicator of maybe Hep C. You can have hepatitis C, liver failure, liver cancer. And old Steve-O's getting puckered up here. I'm going, what? So I call the doctor. What is going on, doctor? And the little girl said, let me check with him and see what he says. So she gets back to me in about an hour. He wants you to redo that, I think it's ALT or ATL. I forget look it up. It's a liver thing, liver number. You want that down. If it's high, it's an indicator of Hep C or liver cancer or something like that. He wants you to redo that test. And I went out there, they said, you can have false readings with that. So don't get puckered up. You can have false readings, check with your doctor. He may have you do a redo. Well, I did. Now, how do they screw in that up, guys? As important as that is, think about that. As important as that is, you could be in liver failure numbers, but, liver jaundice, whatever, you get yellow eyes and your skin starts turning yellow. It's like an alcoholic that's toasted his liver. That's how that goes. Anyway, I went in right away. She said, I said, I'll be right there. Get that script ready. She said, okay. So yesterday, I ran and got the script. I went right over to my blood draw guy. Didn't I see you in here the other day? I said, yeah, but my ALT, whatever, that was sitting up there around 60, and he gave me this look, guys. And when that blood draw guy did that, I'm going, they can't comment at all, guys. They can't suggest, comment. No, they're there to suck blood and get it to the lab and get it back to the doctor, right? But look for the eye rolls, guys. Watch them eye rolls. You can tell when they're like, holy crap. So anyway, it's all fine. They screwed up something down there at the lab. What are they down there, sucking on Joe's crack pipe? And Hunter's crack pipe down there? I don't know. But they had it up to 60. My number is in normal range. I got the blood work. I always get the blood work faster than the doctor's office. Yeah. And I've been getting it the next day. Go online, your labs are ready. Okay, boom, click over there, you got it. So yeah, I've got to go in, and I had my PSA done too. My urologist has been monitoring that, and he monitors my testosterone level too, because I'm on Cypionate, which is a testosterone replacement therapy. And so I got to go in for that this coming Tuesday. And they're going to check PSA and testosterone level. My primary care physician, he checks PSA also. That's just a standard thing. So, and that came back 0. So I am golden. I've been golden ever since my prostate surgery. So there's no cancer in me. If that comes up, starts climbing up, first thing they do, they take you off of testosterone. Replacement, it does not cause cancer, but it can enhance cancer. Okay? And then with testosterone replacement therapy, your blood will thicken. So when my blood gets to 15 or higher, you do a blood draw. You take out a pint, then it plummets. My blood pressure also goes down nicely. Okay? I am hoping, guys, clean lifestyle, carnivore lifestyle. I'm going to rid this poison, get this poison out of my body. The phony Fauci shot has put inflammation in my body. It's got my blood pressure jacking a little. So we're bringing it down with hypertension medication. And we'll see how that goes. It's keeping it down to a decent level. But at this point, I'm not be able to come off of it. What's happened to me in the past, and I was on the same drug. I went off of it for over 2 years until I got the phony Fauci shot, and then my pressure started creeping up. So here we are today with hypertension again, thanks to Mr. Fauci. That's the only thing I contribute it to, because my lifestyle hasn't changed, guys. I'm still carnivore. I still do the same thing. I don't drink booze. I don't drink sugary drinks, none of that junk. No carbs, 0 carbs. Steve-O is on a 0 carb, and I don't miss it at all. A lot of you guys going on this for the first time, you will start craving sugar big time. But after you're fat adapted, yeah, you can sit and watch people. You can sit and watch Joe and Nasty Nancy eat ice cream all day, and it won't bother you a bit. So it's kind of interesting how the human body works and functions if you feed it the right things. Yes, and like I said, once your testosterone goes up, whether you're replacing it with bioidentical hormone, testosterone, which is cypionate, your sex drive will go up. And for a healthy male, you want a good sex drive. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass, guys, if you're 18 years old or if you're 99, okay? You want a healthy sex drive. Man with a healthy sex drive is a healthy male, okay? Same way for females, okay? Oh, by the way, there's only 2 genders. This far left, see, this is why. This is fact, guys, why we don't need far left crazy nut jobs running this country anymore. When you don't know that there's only 2 sexes, there's something wrong here. Something wrong. Give me a flipping break. If God wanted 5 or 6 different sexes or whatever, he would have incorporated that into the deal. He never did. There's male and female, okay? Get over it. You don't start whacking penises off and making vajayjays where a penis used to be, for the simple fact it's not the way he intended things to go. And the people are getting screwed up in the head for a reason. The reason they're getting screwed up in the head is because they're not eating the proper human diet. Duh. Your hormones change. Start eating all this sugar, you're going to turn into sugar britches, okay? Come on. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to be like old Jeff wrote. I'm going to have I'm going to set you down there, boy, and have a long talk with you out back at the woodshed. If you don't get it, I'm going to wear that ass out, okay? Wow. Freaking incredible, these left-wing nut jobs. This is why this election is so important, guys. We've got to get these flipping nut jobs out of the picture. Get a new president and back him 110%. And if these left-wing nut jobs start running their mouths, you're going to go up and get in their face and go, you need to shut the hell up. You need to listen to the man. We're going to get this country back on track. You're going to shut the hell up, or we're going to take you out back of the woodshed and wear that ass out, okay? That's how it's going to go. All right, guys. Get on the right program. That's all I can tell you. Start loving life. Stop being a sugar britches. If you start eating a proper diet, maybe those little sugar britches thoughts will be getting out of your head, you know. If you're a male, be a male. If you're female, be a female. Okay? It's the way God intended it. Don't screw up the program. Quit trying to warp little kids' mind. If these people start talking to kids, as far as I'm concerned, you're not getting to where you can tell kids that they can flip stuff around until they're at least 18 years old. I mean, if they want to start whacking wieners off at 18, hey, go for it. I don't care. But you don't sit there and try to convince like they're doing in these schools and colleges and stuff. You need to get that wee-wee whacked off of there and make a JJ out of that thing. And you girls need to start hitting on each other and get out the strap-on wieners. Yeah, no, that ain't how life is. I'm sorry. No, you're gonna have to go to your room, stay in your room. I got a dunce cap in there for you. Put the dunce cap in and get in the chair. You see it's over there in the corner, and then face the wall with your dunce cap on until you get your head out of your butt. Okay. I think that happened to me a couple times back in elementary school. Steve-O was stirring up a lot of crap, and I think I had to stare at the wall in the corner with a dunce cap on, a little pointed hat on. Back in the day, they did that. I remember those days, guys. Okay, guys, I'm just here feeling frisky for you today. It's a beautiful day, sunny Florida. I just went out and did a sunning for about 45 minutes. Good about 20 minutes aside. It's 60 degrees out here right now, but the sun is out and my skin got kind of warm out there sunning. I put a lounge chair out back here at about 1 o'clock, and I do this right out. I don't put the slather up with sunscreen. Oh, there's crap in that sunscreen, guys, that will give you cancer, for God's sake. And I used to get skin cancer a lot. Since I've been sunning for the last couple of years, I tan up pretty good, and I don't get any cancer, skin cancer. No, I don't get any of that. My skin is protected by the proper human diet. You don't get out there and get burnt, for God's sake. No, just get out there and get a little 15, 20-minute tan each side. I can go out here, guys, in 98-degree heat, 98, 100% humidity, and I'm not out there 5 minutes and the beads of sweat are just starting to run off me. I'll cook on one side, and then I flip over and cook on the other side. Just get in jockey shorts and roll them jockey shorts down to where you got like a T-back. And then when you roll over, take your shorts and make a T-back out of it and get some sun on that ass, okay? Tan that ass, all right? You want to get some sun on the body. I tell you what, that elder in there is a nice little deal. Pumps up your immune system too. Anyway, where was I going here? Really wasn't going anywhere. I'm just sitting here in this chair BSing with you guys. I had to show you my targets. This is a cool way to go on these targets. I'm fixing to grab my longbow and get out here and do about I don't know, 20-minute session using 3 arrows. I'm getting to the point where I don't want to shoot more than 3 because you start busting arrows up. Because they'll start getting tight on you, and then you start tearing up nocks and stuff like that. A compound bow, I was fixing to tell you on the compound bow, I took it down to my buddy's, and I had it set up for a trigger release, okay? And I used to take that knuckle and tuck it in behind my ear, so this trigger's right here. Got to thinking back in the day when I was with my buddy, and I was out shooting him in the field with critters, deer and hogs. I shot a tab, and I had an old brown bear bow. It was a Fred Bear bow. It was a compound. It had an all maple wood riser. If I could ever find another one of those, I'd buy it. It was 62 pounds. It had a laminated maple black glass limbs, with a pulley on top and bottom, just round wheels. It was only like 50% let off back in the day. Now this thing I got, this Matthew switchback, it's like 80-pound release. When you're only holding like, it's 80% let off. that thing shoots an arrow like a lightning bolt. And so what I've done now is did away with the trigger. I put it over here. It's sitting there. I probably will never go back to it. I had him drop the peep sight down in the string, just like on my old brown bear. The brown bear finally delaminated at the top, and it got gone. I should have had it repaired, but it got gone. I was deadly with that freaking bow. I mean, it was badass, and I shot a ton of stuff with it, and I actually got to the point where I was shooting it instinctively, and so by doing that with it, and it had one sight pin on it, just like my Matthews has got. But what I did is when I was at my bud's shop, I had him bring it down to where I can use a tab, and I'm doing split fingers on it, just like I did back in the day on my brown bear. I'm shooting 3 under with my longbow, but this is split finger. And I'm coming back here with my sight pin. But after a while, you can just sit there and you can get on to game so much faster. All this nonsense with this clip-on trigger business, coming back here and anchoring back here and wobbling around and there he is there. Most of the time when you're hunting, they don't sit there very long, okay? I've had hogs, I could shoot back in the day, hogs walking in and just walking over a bait pile, and sometimes they smell you and they're getting out of there. I was on them like that right there. I was moving, and blam, I could put it right in the boiler room on them with that setup and this tab and this anchor point. And I got to a point where I was so fast with it, it was almost like instinctive shooting. The pin was there as a backup crutch, more or less, the sight pin. But I could get on the game so much faster that way, and shooting almost instinctive style. You guys, you can get off a shot, quickly. And that puts meat on the table. I'm not kidding you guys. It is a cool way to go. So now I can take my longbow to the woods and my compound to the woods, and whatever day, if I want to just slip through. It's so nice to take a longbow. It's light as a feather, right? And it's easy to carry and carry it all day long. That compound is a heavy bow. It's almost like carrying a gun around all day with you, but not a longbow. So I'll have the option. I can take further shot. I'm more comfortable. I can take a 20, 25, even a 30-yard shot with the compound, where this longbow, 15, 17 yards, that's about it. The beauty of the compound is I can get them out further, okay? So anyway, that's a little bit of what Steve-O's doing, and just thought I'd let you know about the numbers, blood work numbers. He's still not happy at all. but he understands where I'm coming from. And they know, this doctor knows that this cholesterol business is all nonsense, but it's a moneymaker. So they're bullshitting people. I'm going to unbullshit people, okay? And once you guys figure it out, you start unbullshitting people. And after a while, there's going to be a whole bunch of unbullshitted people in this country, and they're going to go, no, 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 stop it, stop it, stop it. It's corrupt, it's evil, all right? And we're not doing that no more, okay? We're getting on a proper human diet. People are dying like flies. There could be a method to their madness, granted. People are living longer today, yeah. But there's a lot of them on big pharma pills. They just keep going in and going in. They're getting sicker. They're not getting better. We're not fixing nothing. We're just treating, pounding pills, pounding medication, making a bloody fortune as you're slowly dying. I guess you could call it, just like the doctor said, it's a slow goodbye. Isn't that nice? Now, if you listen to Anthony Chaffee said a healthy human being on a proper human diet can go to 125 years of age, 124, 125. I think it can go a lot longer than that, to be honest with you. We'll see. We'll see how long we can go. But I feel great on a carnivore diet. And it's pretty cool because I've been a hunter my entire life. So I'm a meat eater. You can eat what you kill, okay? And the way this economy is going right now and the crazy corruption that's happening, hey guys, who knows? This could be coming down to a dog-eat-dog scenario, all right? And if you're a bow hunter, right, I can slip right through housing development and harvest meat. Nobody will even know I'm there unless a deer runs out into somebody's yard and drops dead. But I guess I got to run in there quickly and grab it and take it back in the woods before somebody sees it, right? Who knows? Who knows what's coming down the pike with these idiot fools? We have got to get rid of these fools because he's flooding this country with some very bad people. And you know what they're up to. I know what they're up to. They're thinking they're going to get these people voting for them. It's insanity. And they want to steal another election. You know darn well they're going to steal it. But we got to stop that. We can't have it no more. We got to get them. We got to get shed of these people. Get shed of them, okay? Enough is enough. Be happy, be strong, guys. We got to keep getting it on. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.